Showtime.
Hey, Amir, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you. Bye. Peace.
It's Monday.
It is.
It's Monday night.
Monday night. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. What's going on, everybody? We haven't seen you in a few weeks. We missed you tremendously, and we are super excited to be back. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we coming through loud and clear? Let us know in the method of communication that we call the chat, the live chat. If you're not in it already, look on your phone, look on your computer screen, hit where the comments would be for the video, and that should open up a wonderful, wonderful world where you can communicate with friends and make new friends and meet new people with like-minded interests. It's just an amazing, amazing situation, isn't it, Sharon?
Yeah.
Are we going overboard?
I was reading the comments. It looks like we're coming in loud and clear, at least for now.
Well, Mary Ellen Dillon said, "You sound and look great, Jamie." Oh, no, I think she meant that for both of us. I thought she was just specifically talking about me. What's up, everybody? It's Monday night. We're so glad to be here. If it's your first time here, welcome to the live stream. This is where we talk about cruising. My name is Jamie, and of course, they kind of call me the eye candy, I guess. But the brains behind the organization is sitting to my left on your right, and that would be the one and only Sharon from Sharonatsea Travel. Please, everybody, if you have a minute, let's get a round of applause, please.
Oh, my gosh.
What's up, Sharon?
Are
we doing some applause? Can I see some applause emojis out there, please?
Oh, my goodness.
Hashtag eye candy. Thank you.
I see.
Nautical Nurse Nancy.
Nancy's here and Leanne's here. Both of them are here tonight.
The amazing ladies, the backbone of the channel. They have been fantastic friends to us for so long. We owe them gratitude more than we can ever repay. So thank you, ladies, for keeping things under wraps. It's been a while since they've really had any horrible trolls in the chat.
Yeah.
But as soon as I say that, you know that something wild and crazy will happen. So I tried to jinx us. Yes, David NK5G, I definitely married up, my friend. I definitely married up. And this is as good as I've looked at a long time, man. You should go back and see some older videos. Bad news. Yes, Nancy says, now you have invited the chaos. More than you can repay. I'm sure there's a number, said Daniel Fields. Oh, my gosh. Listen, it's good to see you guys. Sharon, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am just trying to, we're down to the wire.
What do you mean down the wire? You have literally nothing going on at all. You have nothing to plan for. There's nothing happening.
Yeah.
You've been sitting around doing nothing around the house all day.
We're leaving in a week for Alaska, and then right after that we have lots more travel this summer. So I am trying to get organized. I finally took my luggage out today. Well, all of our suitcases.
I hope
today.
you brought mine. I mean,
So
I can't put all the clothes under my arm.
They're all out. Nothing's in them yet, but I started laying a few things out. So hopefully, my plan is by Thursday to have us pretty much packed.
Well, that's good. That is good news. Joe Sacato, what's going on? He says, what's up, Sharon? Jamie, nice to see you. Jamie got me all happy telling us we saved big bucks on the Icon group cruise. I'm getting the deluxe drink package now. Whistle pig for everyone. Yes, Joe. That's what I like to hear. Whistle pig for everyone. You hear that, Brian, from How We Cruise? If you're out there, you're going to miss out on the Whistle Pig. Or you could be on that Icon cruise, whatever.
Well, that cruise, it is crazy the way the prices went up.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm glad if we didn't book it when we did.
Yeah, like on day 3 of when it got announced.
We wouldn't be on that sailing. It's crazy. The prices have doubled, if not more than doubled.
Sharon, we have to say a special hello to Debbie Shafkin's lovely, sweet granddaughter who's visiting those guys right now. So hello to you.
Hello.
We hope you have a good night. We'll try to keep it. Now we have to keep it PG. Thanks a lot, Debbie. And we have to behave ourselves.
What's your granddaughter's name, Debbie?
That's right, Debbie. We need the info. We need the info or else we can't sing hello.
A proper hello to her.
Kevin Brubaker says, I'll take my free cruise over the Icon.
Well,
yeah, you say that now until you see how much fun we have on that.
Well, I would always take a free cruise over anything, though. A free cruise.
We've never actually had a free cruise.
No.
Okay, well, we've never got a free cruise from cruising.
Right.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
How does that sound?
There.
Krista H. looks like has a question. And by the way, if you do have any questions for me, I mean, I know you don't have any questions for me. Duh. But if you have a question for Sharon, start your comment off with the word question, maybe in capitals. We'll know you got a question, and that way we try not to miss it. But Krista H says, Carnival Mardi Gras, is it true if you have faster to the fun, you can now go straight to your room, even if it's 10:30 embarkation, and you can drop off your bags and you don't have to carry them around? Good question.
You should be able to. As far as I know, I have had a couple people that said recently, it wasn't on the Mardi Gras, but it was on other ships that went right to their room.
Yes.
So I would assume you should be able to.
Yeah, that's how it always was before until the COVID thing came around and messed that all up. But
Yeah,
they're trying to get back to normal.
they're
so I
trying
hope
to
so.
get the rooms together in time for everyone. So they of course start with diamond, platinum, the suites and things first. There has been times we've gotten to our room and maybe it was pretty much done, but they were still like putting little finishing touches on it. But it was really no big deal. They let us drop our luggage off. We left for about 5 minutes, came back, and it was done. So if any of it, you should be able to at least drop your luggage off.
Yes, unlike some other cruises I've been on recently,
But I will
where
say,
they didn't want you to drop off your luggage.
they do keep the doors.
Excuse me, liberty of speech. Did I say
They
that out
do
loud?
shut the doors and have the big notice on them so that people won't go. A lot of times people won't open those doors and go in because
Yeah.
it looks like you're not supposed to go in. It'll say you're not supposed to go until 1:30.
There's usually like a sign on, like a note.
But you just open the door and go on in and check out your room, and it should.
Don't get people in trouble, Sharon. You might get them in trouble. Usually there's a sign that says the rooms aren't available until this time, but if you're this, or this, you're welcome to drop off your bag.
Yeah, but a lot of times people don't think to open the door because it's closed. They're like, oh, they're not ready yet, and they just kind of go on about their business.
Exactly.
But open the door and at least go check out your room and see if it's ready.
Thank you, Heidi Leskin, for promoting more thumbs up. She says there's not quite enough. And as a friendly reminder, Heidi would like people to know to hit the thumbs up. And if you can't see it because you're on your phone, close the chat, hit the thumbs up, open the chat back up. You're not going to miss the darn thing. And it's a very cool thing to do.
Oh, thank you, Heidi.
Sharon Jakubek, tell me if I said that right. I'm sure I nailed it. Says, hi, Sharon, from Sharon in Texas. Enjoy your videos. I think people are really, you put out a video a few weeks ago with your Amazon stuff, and that video blew up. That has been a hot ticket video.
Well, people love Amazon. No matter, there's a lot
Yes.
of Amazon videos just do well.
I'm not sure why we even do any
people
cruise
love
videos
to
anymore.
shop.
You should just make Amazon video after Amazon video. I think we could live off of that comfortably without any issue. Let's see.
I don't need to buy any more Amazon. We have more Amazon things that we can.
Well, you better buy something because we need some big time videos. We have been working. I don't know if you noticed, we've been working on a couple more videos lately, and we have another one that should be out probably tomorrow. We've been enjoying putting together these port guide videos, just breaking down some of the basics for folks that are going into ports. We've done Galveston, we did Port Canaveral. I did a little video about how to find a hotel room or finding the best hotel room. It's kind of doing, I think people see me by myself on the thumbnail and they're like, yeah, we're going to pass on this dude. But when they see Sharon on there or both of us, they're like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay. And so the next one coming out is, can we say what's coming out next?
I think it's coming out tomorrow.
Well, are you messaging? Oh, you're looking up some info there?
I was looking at something.
I think it should be yeah, but what is the new video is what I'm trying to say. What's the topic? Is that a secret?
Not really.
Oh my God. Okay. It's going to be the Port of Miami, Port Guide from Port of Miami.
Yeah.
That's coming out next. So we've been trying to step it up a little bit and, I don't know, make things move for the channel. So that's what we've been up to. And that's between that and planning for all the summertime fun we have lined up. We have been insanely busy. And that's one of the reasons why we've missed a couple of Monday nights here and there, if we're being honest.
Now we do have, you're speaking of Amazon, but we will have a video coming out of, I don't know, I think it's one of the coolest new things I found. And it's great for families. It's this new bag, and it actually has like a thing, you could make it into a backpack. It's TOBIQ. It's like this bag for families, and it has 4 like compartments in it. It's, they don't,
Hold on, are you saying it's a carry bag that doubles as a backpack?
Well, it's,
I know, I'm being a little smart, Alec. I'm sorry.
it's great for families because there's a section for different people. Like if you had a family of 4 or even just say 4 kids, there's like a section for each one. So it's great for, young families that travel a lot. It's mostly seen, the videos I've seen have been more for like outdoors type things, but they did send it to me lately because they're hoping to get the cruising community more into this bag. So we're going to do a
you
review
better
on
promote
it.
that bag then,
So I'm
Sharon.
going to be taking that bag to Alaska with me, and we're going to see how it works.
You're gonna
And-
test on
and
it?
I will let everyone know if it's how great it is.
Hold
But
on. So let me get this straight. They asked you to promote a product. You said you would review it, but you're actually going to take it with you and use it and
Right.
then review it.
yeah. Well, yeah. How else am I going to review it?
Wow. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get the information. That's all. Listen, I'm seeing some great friends of ours. Daniel Field says those silicone travel product tubes are the best. He loves those tubes for putting your liquids and your
Oh, yeah.
lotions into and stuff like that.
Yeah. I like those.
Wanda from Cruising for Food. What's up, girl? She says, I need to figure out a way to earn back money from all those Amazon boxes I have. What you need to do, Wanda, is you need to start a moving business. And then you can have those boxes ready for people, and they'll pay big money to use them for moving. So it's a great combo. Richard and Lori Vanden Aaron, great to see you guys out there tonight. The Humper Zoomians are here. What's up, guys? Christine V, I see you out there. Gina and Matt Bird, lovely to see you guys. Nancy Fields is out there
Several of
too.
these people this weekend.
I know every name I'm saying. I'm like, wow, I'm going to see everybody here coming up next week probably. Robin Butler's here. Nice to see you. Charles Hahn in the house. Wendy Johnstone, and I'm sure Roger is close by. We mentioned Mary Ellen Dillon earlier. Rhonda Carney. Kelly Ronaldo is here. Hello. I'm looking forward to meeting up with Chris and having some añejo. Let's do that again. Añejo. Añejo. I like saying añejo. I like the hotel video, Jamie. I needed that. Thank you, Crazy Cat Traveler. I appreciate that very much. That is very, very nice of you. It's a week before a cruise. It's time to hydrate, guys.
Yeah.
Just as a side note. All right, let's see what else. Jamie, make a video on the best bar by the cruise port. Eddie Moonshine. That's a great idea. How you doing, Eddie? I hope you're doing good, man. Great to see you. Tessa Almanza, can't find my silicone travel bottle. I guess I have time for one more Amazon order. Yes, and please make sure when you're ordering from Amazon, don't be afraid to go to Amazon, go to Sharonatsea's Amazon page. If you don't know, there's one of those. And we'd be lying if we said Sharon didn't make a few pennies on the deal, a couple of shekels. But hey, help out one of your favorite North America travel agents. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? Jennifer Trizadd is in the house. What's going on, guys? Nice to see you all. Sharon, how excited are you for Alaska? And can you even think about Alaska with what's happening after Alaska?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I
All right.
will say that my brain's been kind of like all over the place lately with this planning. We've cruised a lot, but we'll take a cruise. We usually come home, then take another cruise. We've only done one back to back, but we have 3 cruises with just a couple days in between each cruise, and they're like all over the place with multiple travels. We're taking a road trip between one of them. So we just have a lot going on. There was a lot of planning involved in this, especially our Europe trip. We had to we get foreign currency, which hopefully can pick up tomorrow.
Yeah, we did.
And,
I've never done that ever.
And
I'm over 50 years old. That's the first time I've ever ordered foreign currency in my life. So that was very exciting.
So there's just a lot of planning. Like every excursion was such a big deal in Europe. We put so much time into planning these things with the kids, and we want to make the most of it. So.
Yes. Tess Almont said, a question, are there any surprise appearances? Tess, where and when? Like tonight or on a cruise, or where are you? What surprise appearance are you talking about? Or maybe like on a Southwest, airplane? What I don't know what you mean there. Heidi says, añejo is so good, but she probably spelled it. It doesn't matter if you spelled it wrong because it tastes so good. How can something that tastes so good be wrong? The Hudsons are in the house. What's going on, guys? Lovely to see you. Kelly said, I'm sure he is ready as well. So there you have it. So it has been pretty crazy. We're super stoked for this Alaska trip. Major planning going on.
We had
and
a lot
of course,
of planning for that trip too, with
the first ever
Lido Olympics.
The first ever Lido Olympics competition, guys.
There's a lot of planning put into that.
That's going to be fantastic. We've got 6 total events.
And it's going to probably be chaos because there's so
It'll be
many people.
insane.
But
It'll be crazy.
Hopefully it'll turn out okay.
Listen, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. And the 6 events, it's going to test It's going to test your physical endurance. It's going to test your mental endurance. It's going to test you right here in your heart and see what you're made of.
Might test your stomach too.
It might test your stomach too a little bit as well. So we'll see how that. Oh yeah, it
Your
might
eyes.
test your stomach. That's right. It might test. Yeah. Oh, it could test your eyes. Oh, it could test or your sense of. It could you maybe your sense of touch or something like that. So I will say that I know there's one event that I believe our friends AJ and Melody Englesby will be very, very happy about. And by the way, I believe they have a young daughter by the name of Brianna. Did I get that right? Am I saying that right? Am I close to it? I believe they have, and she might have a birthday coming up here in the next day or two. So happy birthday to you if that young lady's out there. And we're looking forward to her being on her birthday cruise. So that's very cool. I saw you guys comment a little bit about that earlier in the chat. So hope everything's fine with you there. And let's see, what else do we have going on here? Hold on. Let's see. Will there be Jason Momoa trivia? Because I will ace that. Yeah, no, that had to get bumped. Wanda, like on a lot of shows, like on the late night talk shows, sometimes there's not time for a certain guest, and then they have to bump something. And so Jason Momoa live trivia with Jason Momoa actually got bumped until the next cruise.
It was a little bit of a challenge
about that.
planning the events for the Lido Olympics because the ship is a little bit of a smaller ship. And there's not a lot of large areas, I guess, to hang out for. And even though the whole group isn't participating in the Lido Olympics, a lot of the group that's not participating will probably be watching it.
Hopefully sharing it on.
So, we had to take that into consideration when planning where we're going to have these things. And we did secure a room for the closing ceremony, but the events are all out where there are going to be other people.
Yes.
So we had to kind of make the times around when things would be the least crowded.
Yes, and we do have special guest hosts for the opening and I think closing ceremony. So that's very, very exciting. I hope that he is looking forward to it as much as we are. I'm not sure if anyone actually told him he'll be doing that, so we'll have to communicate that. Dave and Brandy's excursion, what's going on, guys? They said Lido Olympics just keeps the ship in one piece for us the following week. No guarantees. And I think what'll be most annoying is as you guys get on the ship and start interacting with all the crew, like I know you guys love to do, they're going to keep on they'll just be talking about it probably. They'll be like, did you guys see the Lido Olympics? Did you hear about it? You missed it last week. Where were you last week? And then you'll have to answer for that. You'll have to answer for it. So, but we'll be thinking of you guys. Yes, Carla McClendon, what's going on? She said, to Dave and Brandy, we will miss you guys. Hopefully we can get a glimpse of you the day we get back. So there you have it. Let's see. Retro Sarge is in the house. Speaking of people we'll be seeing soon, we will be seeing Retro Sarge and meeting his lovely wife, I believe Heidi, if I'm saying that right. And let me know, Retro Sarge, if I screwed that up. Every once in a while I get a name wrong. But it doesn't happen often. So that's going to be very cool to see those guys in Seattle. Do we have any big Seattle plans besides just hoping there's no rain? Because that's all that happens in Seattle.
We kind of tentatively put some plans together. And then last night we quickly looked at the weather and decided we may have to go with some plan Bs or flop some of our things that we're doing around to the next day because it looked like it was going to rain. So we'll see. I guess we're just gonna get there. We may take a nap when we get there because we'll have been flying or up since practically the night before, the whole night. And then we just have plans to kind of sightsee a little bit, maybe see some things we didn't see last time we were there. Get some food, go down to Pike Lakes Market, and I don't know, just hang out with everyone.
That's the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan. Oh, and we will. Next Monday, we will be in Seattle. We'll go live from Seattle next Monday, but it may not be at the same time as our regular live show, so it'll be more random. Just whatever time ends up working.
We'll try to give you a little heads up. We're gonna have to see how things go, where we're gonna be at a certain time. I know it's the same time frame as it is here, so it would be 6 Pacific like it is now for us, and then 9 Eastern. But we'll see what happens. I don't know where we'll be at 6 p.m. next Monday. We might be sitting in our hotel room if it's pouring rain, or we might be out and about partying or somewhere in between. So we'll see what happens. Excuse me. Heidi's got a question. How hard was it to order foreign currency? I need to order some for Greenland.
It wasn't. It was actually very easy. I know there's a lot of ways you can do it, and probably some ways through ATMs that may be a little cheaper. But since we had so many things going on this summer, we wanted to try to make it as simple as possible for us. So we just went to our bank, or we actually didn't go to our bank. We ordered it online at our bank, and it should be in tomorrow for us to go pick up.
That's
so,
right.
We had the option of like the next day, where they would send it, or I think the other one was if you didn't want to pay a fee, it was like 3 to 4 days. But we're like, you know what, we'll pay the extra $20 and make sure we get it, because we wanted it before we go to Alaska, since we only had a couple days home in between the two trips.
Well, I saw.
But they just take you don't go through the form online. We put in what you want, the different currencies. They do they do the whole transaction thing and basically tell you what you owe, and you can either put it on a credit card or have it taken, transferred directly from your bank account.
But that's not going to be the same for everybody.
Right.
I'm in a couple of groups that are part of the Europe cruises.
It probably depends on your
so
bank.
I can try to get the gist of some things and learn a
some,
little bit more.
Some banks will charge a different fee than others too.
And some people are saying stuff like, "Yeah, my bank doesn't do that." Some people went to AAA to order it, and it'll come in the mail.
I did hear someone say Chase. They didn't have any fees. They did okay. We have Bank of America, so. Like I said, we were okay, but it just depends. Like some people have credit unions and different things, so that can play a part in it too, I guess.
And the funny thing is, we went in one day and we figured out what we wanted to get, and it was a certain dollar amount. And then we're like, okay, that's what we're going to get. But then we waited till the next day to order it, and then all of a sudden the amount was different. The amount we paid was different because the exchange rates changed. They'll change by the hour. They'll change daily for sure. And so keep an eye on that. You might want, $100 of a certain currency in US, but then you put in that same foreign currency the next day and it's $102.10 because the currency rates change. So, and you can try to haggle that or look at different places for different rates, but I don't know. We went with the bank, and the cool thing is when we're done, if we have any of the money left, now the bank won't take coin money, foreign currency, but they will take bills, and we can just bring in the extra bills back to the bank and say, can we get some US dollars, and we're good to go.
Yeah, and we just figured out what we would need for different things, because you can use credit cards too, or over there. So we'll probably a lot of stuff we'll just put on cards.
Yes, but remember, if you're using a card over there, make sure it's one that does not have any foreign transaction fees.
Like
a lot of cards aren't set up that way.
A lot of travel cards are good for that. So just check on that.
Alex Lewis, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Just got off the Carnival Panorama. The Mexican Riviera was amazing. I'm looking forward to the Carnival Magic for an 8-day Southern Caribbean cruise. Amber Cove, La Romana, Aruba, and Curacao.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Oh, man, that'll be great. Thank you
Alex.
so much for the super chat, man. We really appreciate that. That is fabulous.
The Panorama's a great ship, too. We love the Panorama.
Yes, we should go on it. Like, let's say to end this year and begin next year. What do you think about that?
I think we already are.
We already are. New Year's. Boom. New Year's is hopping. Let's see. Well, let me jump ahead a little bit, try to catch up to the chat. We're staying pretty good with the chat here. Maybe because we're not chatting that much in it. Excuse me. Cruising for Food says, I hope that Venezia has some dirty martinis for us. Speaking to Julie from How We Cruise. That is that could be a vicious partnership. Julie and Wanda, How We Cruise and Cruising for Food teaming up together. Although Julie, I don't know that Wanda is a big she won't necessarily put a martini and a craps table together, I don't think. Wanda, correct me if I'm wrong, but so you may have to still venture out on your own at some point of the evening. But Wanda's great to party with, and I've had the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure of having a cocktail with each one of those ladies, and they are super, super cool. Yes, rate changes all the time. That's right, Mary Ellen. It really does. It can be crazy.
Yeah.
Trevor Bagako says, foreign currency, nothing new for us Canadians.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, dude. I don't doubt it. That can be a pain in the butt. Poor Trevor, even when he just tries to figure out the cost of a cruise, you got to start doing conversions.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But we had to do that too. Like, I had to get a vehicle. Like, I had to get a car that we can fit 5 people and all of our luggage. So I had to get like a minivan for 8 people to actually get all of our stuff in there and get all of us in there. And
a lot of the cars there only hold 2 or 3 people. Like,
those are taxis and stuff.
Taxis,
but I'm talking about you can rent a car. You can just get a town car or something bigger. but I got it, and the cost is like 235 British pound. And I'm like, okay, 235, that's not bad. And I'm like, wait, how much is that US? It's almost $300 US. I was like, Jesus, that is just, that's wild. But I looked around, and that's a competitive dollar amount, and that's what happens when you need to get a 2-hour ride from Heathrow Airport down to Folkestone, UK. So
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
and originally we were going to take the train, and well, we decided to go with this route.
Choo-choo!
Just because our whole plans changed. Originally, we were going to stay in London and then make our way to Dover the morning of the cruise. But now we're actually going down right when we get there and staying in Folkestone, and then going to
Folkestone.
sightsee in Dover. So
We're going to do all kind of stuff. It's going to be
Yeah.
a good time.
yeah, so we just kind of change things up, and this was just the better way because some of the trains they're having issues. They're on what was it?
Well,
The one that we were going to go through had a
There's work being done
on the day
in some
the
places
day we were going.
on the route
So-
that goes from London St. Pancras station that goes down to Dover Priory, which is the name of the station down there. And then you still got about a 15-minute ride or walk or whatever from the station
Yeah.
to the cruise ship.
Yeah, a lot of people.
But they
walk
were doing
to the
some
cruise
repairs, and then they said you may have to get off in one station and go to another place and then backtrack. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to mess around with that the morning of the cruise. I said, so let's call a timeout on our London running around and sightseeing, and let's do that UK sightseeing
Next
someplace
year. Next
totally
summer,
different
yeah.
and go to London next year. So that's the plan.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited though. We're gonna go see the Dover Castle, and there's this cool underground thing we're gonna go in.
Whoa.
What? We're not gonna do that.
I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
Oh well, I could do it, can't I?
Well, yeah, if you want to walk 125 steps into a tunnel,
Yeah.
you can certainly do that.
Okay.
I may not be doing it.
Okay. I'll do it. Matthew will do it.
Matthew might do it.
Callie will do it.
Callie will probably do it. Maybe Riley will do it. We're gonna have the whole crew with us. We're traveling a total of
Well,
7 of us
total.
all together, so it's gonna be wild and crazy.
But there'll be 5 of us that day.
Apalila. I got your name. Question: how is the Carnival Panorama? We love the Panorama. It's one of our favorite ships. We loved it when it first came out. We loved it when we sailed on it in March 2020. Literally our last cruise. When we stepped off that cruise, the cruises were shut down to begin the shutdown, the great shutdown of the pandemic. So, but we love that thing.
It's a great ship. It's I like the size of it, and you still feel kind of like you're on a ship when you're on it. When you kind of step it up to the next, like the Mardi Gras, the next class of ships with Carnival, you don't feel quite as much like you're on a cruise ship anymore. You know, they're like all the new
Fair.
ships.
Okay,
Like,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Tess said, in preparation for a tentative UK trip in the fall, I started buying pounds last year at 118. I used to have a lot of pounds, and I dropped some pounds. I think I've gained about 3 or 4 of them back again, but I'm still working on those pounds myself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Howie Cruz says, I'm personally scared. Scared? If you're saying you're scared, are you saying that you're scared of Wanda and Julie together? I would be scared of that too, if that's what we're talking about. If that's what we're talking about. Wanda said, I'm a great craps table cheerleader. You are, as a matter of fact. I do recall you cheering me on in Vegas on one of the Vegas trips. By the way, the Vegas trip, if you're going to ask about it, don't ask about it. We're working it out. We're doing the best we can. We're going to see what happens. That's all I can say. And somebody did mention we are going to try, if it works out, John and Larry at the ship show invited us to come on Wednesday night. So we're going to see, knock on wood, hopefully everything goes smooth and we can make that happen and dive in really deep into some of the stuff for Alaska and for what we got going on there, because that's going to be an amazing trip. And so we'll see what happens. Let's see. What else do we have? I know, right? Nancy talking about so many people have literally just gotten out of the smoke from the fires. The fires up north were crazy.
Oh, yeah.
They were crazy.
It's horrible.
And it's weird, if you watch the video, like satellite imagery, you can see all these different fires like starting at one time in the forests of Canada. It's like boom, 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 boom. And it's very weird how that happened, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just a guy who, makes YouTube videos and stuff. But It is a wild thing. And seeing the smoke, our friends Brian and Julie from the How We Cruise YouTube channel, those guys live up there. We know a lot of other people that live up in the Northeast, and they just got smacked by all that, all the guck and muck in the air. It was crazy. Kevin Brubaker says currency is all foreign to me. Thank you. Boom. Sherry Moss would love to do a Halloween cruise once. The Halloween cruises are a good time.
Yeah, we've had a couple Halloween group cruises, and they've been a lot of fun.
Yes, Tess, if you're playing craps, I will definitely tell you what to do. Probably what I'll tell you is give me that money and then we'll gamble.
let you lose it for.
And let me lose it for you. It'll take some of the pain away. Then you can be mad at me instead of mad at yourself. Everything will work out great. Let's see. Stephanie Davey, we hope everything goes good with your job interview next week so that you can get back to cruising as soon as possible.
Oh, yes.
So we are rooting for you. I know you're going to kick butt.
Thinking of you.
Go in there and just rock and roll. Oh my gosh, Paul from High Seas Friends Travel. What's going on? Hope you and Cindy are doing good. Enjoyed the City Pass in Seattle. Did a lot of cool things. Had the best weather in May in Seattle.
Yeah, May is.
Yeah,
well, we've gone on our Alaska cruise in May before. It's been great. So.
I know, Paul. We're hoping for some decent weather.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I know. I'll bring a poncho.
Yeah.
You know what, Sharon? I'll bring a poncho because we're gonna have ponchos anyway, aren't we?
Oh.
For that one thing.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, what Paul said, the City Pass is great for Seattle. We haven't purchased one yet because we're kind of we may or may not this time because we're waiting to see what we end up doing. We're like, if it ends up raining on us all weekend or all day, then it's like we probably won't do that much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we're getting in. We have a 5 a.m. flight or 5:30 a.m. out of Phoenix that morning on Sunday morning. So is the plan anyway.
So we have to be at the airport at like 3:30 or so, and so we're gonna have to leave here.
If we can get in and get an early
We're not gonna
check-in,
get much sleep.
if we can get an early check-in and get a quick nap, then that'll open up the evening to a lot of stuff. If we can't do that, that means that we probably have to go over to the Queen Anne Beer Hall and start throwing back pitchers of beer. At least one of us will, and then that means it'll just be a late nap and in bed by 7 and shutting it down until the next day. So we'll see what happens. Charles Hahn has a question for you, Sharon. Do you know if we will need the ETIAS authorization visa for our Mediterranean cruise next year?
No.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
You should not need that, Charles. Just passport. Passport is fine.
There you go. Wanda's trying to be patient about Vegas. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Things have changed. It was easy when no one was cruising, when it was like right in the middle or right at the end of the pandemic, because no one was doing anything. So everyone's like, let's all go to Vegas. Now it's very, very challenging. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Trevor says, there goes the surprise guest. I didn't think it was a surprise guest type of a deal, but I don't know. Did John say something in the chat that I missed?
Did you ruin something?
Well, listen, guys. If John's not here and it's supposed to be a surprise, just don't mention that I said anything, okay? Just don't mention. Let's see. Michelle Forbes says, I'm taking the train before next year's Iceland cruise. We're going to we are taking a couple trains, and that's probably the scariest thing about going to Europe. As you know, we love to just do our own excursions. We're not fans of
we rarely
ship excursions.
take a cruise line excursion. And in Europe, we're not taking any cruise line excursions.
Yes.
We did book three excursions through a company, but the other days we're totally doing it on our own. And one day actually we're taking the train. So the ship docks in Kiel.
But now 2 days we're taking the train. In Stockholm, Sweden, in Kiel, Germany to Hamburg. We'll be on a train.
Yeah, so we're
a couple other places. We're going to be taking some buses to get around and see some things.
A plan B on that stuff.
We're going to be risking life and limb as far as getting somewhere, getting like an hour away, and then getting back to the ship on time. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, but we're taking the train, so we're excited about that, and we've where are we going? And Helsinki, we're taking the ferry over to the Sea Fortress there.
I'm sorry, the Sea Fortress, or do you mean the Suomalina?
Yeah, the Suomalina.
The Suomalina?
Yeah.
See, I've been practicing.
So,
in Stockholm, we'll be porting at Nynäshamn will be the place that we'll be porting at, if you didn't know that already.
So that's why we're taking the train there, because originally we were thinking we were porting at a different port. We just didn't think about it. And so we had all these plans to go see a couple things. Anyway, so now we have to take the train to see those things. So, but we're still going to do it.
That's right. Trevor, we hope your sister and everybody in the family there is okay. Trevor said that my sister got evacuated last Friday and they are still not home.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Oh.
Man, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I think Trevor's like west. He's on like the west end, the western side of Canada. Most of this stuff I think is on the east. I'm no geographical wizard by any means, but that's my understanding.
Pam S. says it was crazy in New York City. Yeah, I bet. I've seen some pictures online. Yeah.
Daniel Peel says, in Stockholm, cancel the train and go to the ABBA Museum. Dancing Queen.
Well, we're going to.
I'll make a note of that. I'll see how the kids feel about it. Oh my God.
The Vasa Museum.
The Vasa Museum.
The museum there.
Mary Barkley, thank you so much.
Thank
Sweet,
you,
sweet
Mary.
girl for the super chat. You're always amazing.
Can't
We
wait
love
to
you.
see you next weekend.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be fantastic. Her and Jack, it's going to be awesome. Paul says, make sure you go to the crab pot. Try the 1 pound Beardy Alaskan crab. Beardy. I think it's Beardy Alaskan crab. There's a bunch of people in our group that are going to be going to the crab pot. And it was kind of funny how it all came about. It was brought up about, hey, who wants to go? Anybody want to go eat at the crab pot? A few people are going to go. It escalated into a huge thing. Over 30 people were wanting to go. But then when you look at their website for the crab pot, they say if you have a group of over 30, you can get a room. But the room's $100 an hour. It's a minimum $1,500. And there's a 22% automatic gratuity plus a 5% service charge that goes onto the bill. And we were like, whoa, that's way bigger than what anyone thought this was going to be. We just wanted, and the guy, and like when Larry put it out there, he was just saying, hey, who wants to just get together and eat at the same time at the same place or whatever. So that's really what it's transitioned into. So a lot of people are going to go to the crab pot about 5:30. I'm sure those guys will talk more about this on Wednesday night, but that's something that's going to happen. And we're hoping that we are able to do that. It depends how our plans play out and the sightseeing and all that kind of stuff.
Or
you won't eat the crab. Is that what you're saying? What a crab cake. You eat crab cakes.
I do like crab cakes. I do like crab cakes.
I can't figure it out.
I
guys.
don't
Help me
like.
out.
Well, I like some seafood, but I don't like any kind of shellfish or anything. And it's funny. I'm not allergic to it. I just don't like it.
Yeah. Jim Benberg said, eat at the Pink Door in Seattle. Great Italian food.
Oh,
Jim,
we saw that.
Yeah, if I say to Sharon, hey, look, that place is called the Pink Door. Can we go there? She'll immediately yank my arm, pull it out of the socket, and we'll go the other way. Because it doesn't sound like a restaurant. It sounds like a place for adults.
I haven't told you about that place.
It sounds like a place for adults. Did you tell me about that place?
I did tell you about that. We were looking at it one night. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, it doesn't
wasn't
sound.
Listening.
I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. Wanda says Jamie and Shug on the breakaway at the craft table was epic. Wanda, you were there. Oh my God, Wanda, I owe you an apology. You are a demon of craps. Yes, that did happen, and it was crazy.
Well, the Panorama have Starlink this time. On deck 2. I don't know if the Panorama's gotten Starlink. Some of the cruise ships have gotten Starlink. I heard that. Was the Pride? I think the Pride has Starlink now.
The Pride just got Starlink through the dry dock that they had not too long ago. So that's good news.
So we'll be on the Pride for our Europe cruise. So we'll see how it is on the Pride.
There you go, Derek Newman. Do you think cruising is getting expensive? Oh, it's not getting there. I mean, it is expensive,
but
it's
going up. It's definitely going up.
I think the best thing you can do, though, Derek, is book your cruises very early on, because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost. Kind of like an airline flight a lot of times, or anything else. Book it early on, and then if you book early, you may be able to watch for price drops. If you have a travel agent or something like that, they might be able to watch for you.
In most cases, depending on what promotion you book, if your price drops, in most cases they'll adjust the price. Now, not all. It depends on what you book, what promotion you book. But I would say book early on these days, because the thing is, as it gets closer, these last minute deals are kind of few and far between now, because everything's booking up. Mm-hmm. Like when it gets down to the cruise being close, it's usually sold out now. So, or almost sold out. So the prices aren't dropping.
That's right. That's right. And you'll see people say, hey, I just got a price drop for my balcony. And then everyone who has a balcony thinks the price dropped, but it's really a certain category or a certain deck, or one's way forward or after.
And then sometimes say there was a price drop on a category, and maybe there's 2 of you in the room and someone with 3 sees that. Well, there might not be one for a room of 3 if they don't have any rooms available for 3 left. So there's a whole thing.
There's a whole
It's
thing
not
going on
always,
there.
yeah.
But hopefully you have a professional. Like, let's say if you don't have a professional you book through, sometimes what you can do is just get someone's email. Like if you're lucky enough to just find somebody's email that's just floating around, let's say it just pops up on the TV screen, let's hypothetically, or on your computer screen or your phone, and you see an email. Like, it might not be there, but then every once in a while you just look and it's right there. And then you send an email to that person, and then they can book that cruise for you. They can watch for your price shops. They can handle all the phone calls, all the legwork, all the rigmarole. And you just call them and go, hey, Sharon, what's up? Can you do that for me? And she goes, yeah, no problem. I'll send you all the paperwork when it's done. Boom, and it's done. So if you don't have an email, look for one. And you might find one. And then you just email her at that email, let's say sharonatsea@gmail.com. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to put it out there. Just putting it out there, Sharon. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that. Is there anything wrong with that, guys? Let me know. Pam S. said, what is the best way to save on a hotel? Pam S., I can't just tell you that, because if I did, then you wouldn't go watch the video that I put out there.
Well, you know, there are ways, maybe companies you can go through and you might save a little here and there.
Yeah.
But when you do book with third-party companies, you also risk getting to the hotel and maybe they canceled your reservation.
Having an issue.
It's not there. There's an issue, or and then they will send you back to that third-party company to straighten it out. They won't deal with it there sometimes. So by doing that, sometimes, yeah, you might save $10, $20 or something, but then you may run into that issue. So it just depends on how risky you want to be. Personally, we just book directly through the hotel.
Yes.
But, you know, you can watch the hotels too. You can book it through a hotel. And most hotels, if you book it where you don't pay in advance, you can kind of monitor the prices. And if the price does go down a little bit, you can call them back up and rebook it or have them adjust the price.
Yes. It may, unless it's sold out,
Yeah.
where it could be a little bit tricky,
Right.
but otherwise that might be the best way
Yeah.
to go. So, but that's what we said. So go watch the video. It's out there now. The best way to get a great pre-cruise
That way,
hotel
too,
or
if
something
there's-
like
yeah,
that.
that way
And
if
it does
there's an
talk about
issue,
some stuff like that.
You know, that you can deal with yourself right there. Also, for us, many times we get to a hotel early and we want to get an early check-in, and we have no problem usually getting an early check-in.
Knock on
so
wood.
far.
Knock on wood,
and things
Sharon.
like that, because we book directly through them.
Yes. Let's see. Aaron Sims asked the question, who do we use on the Vlog Extravaganza? We use Real Deal Roatan Tours. Real Deal Roatan Tours. We got in touch with our guy, Johan. He was amazing. He's been amazing for us. We met him randomly when we booked an excursion outside of the cruise line. I mean, right? That was really how it all came about.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this was a few years ago, and we have created
And
a
we haven't-
relationship with
We
him.
haven't booked with anyone since.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
mean,
great.
it's just been fantastic. He is awesome,
Yeah.
and he's created a great company over there. And
I
they're
don't know
awesome.
anyone that has taken a tour with him that has not said great things.
Yes, yes. Well, there were 3 people that had to stand up for a few minutes on the bus on the Vlog Extravaganza.
But then
They
he-
may not have been
But
happy,
then he
but
brought them, I think, like a private bus practically just for them. So.
yeah, he did something to take care
I'll
of
go back down. I saw something funny. Hang on. Wanda, Cruising with Food, said, we need a Dancing Queen video performed by Jimmy, please.
We'll see if
Wow.
Jimmy comes out. That's the thing, you never know. Is Jimmy going to show up on the
I got
cruise?
something funny. Jamie has been practicing this dance at home. And so he can do it on the cruise. He's trying to get me to do it. Yeah.
I know a
He
man
sings
and
the
his
song
name is
every
Julie.
night, and he's watching these TikTok videos of this
He's
dance.
my man, and I love him truly.
And you'll see
You know
him
that-
around
you know
the
what I'm talking
house.
about, right?
You'll see him around the house trying to, well, I'll see him around the house trying to do this dance. And he's telling me, oh, come on, let's do it. We'll both do it. I'm like, yeah, no, you, no,
You know what I'm talking
you,
about.
you go ahead and do
He
it.
got tan shoes and pink shoelaces. Right? Come on, that's a song.
Okay, well.
It's
so
stuck in
now
my head. It's like a train wreck that I just can't stop
Everyone's
looking
going to
at.
be expecting to see you dance.
Unbelievable.
A solo dance.
Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay. We had no rain in Alaska last week, said Jim Benbrook. So thank you for
That's
totally
great.
jinxing us, and I'm sure it'll be pouring the whole time.
I know the weather I think looks good on the forecast up until our cruise, and then it showed a little rain. So I'm like, ugh.
Yes. I know, right? Nancy said that it's like they punish you for having a big group. I get it, right? They're setting aside the space and all that, and maybe it's more of like a corporate type of deal. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it's unique that you have 30 people that you're going out to eat with all the time. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, there's an arcade in the building with the crab pot. It has a giant Pac-Man in there.
Oh,
You might like that. I know you're a big fan of Pac-Man.
I like games.
Yes, you do. They have much more than seafood there, said Wendy Johnson. They do, Wendy, but
Yeah.
they don't have much more. There's a few items. There
Well, I
might
know-
be a piece of chicken.
Wow.
There might be a burger, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd say there's much more. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. I live here in Vegas, and there's a place called the Green Door, said Apalila. Yes, that's another door that I shouldn't be going anywhere near. Thank you very much. Thank you. Didn't we go to the pink door during Bromania, said Trevor. No, I'm not sure we did.
Who knows what door you
John
went to.
tried to get us into some weird doors, but hey. Nothing cheap in Seattle or Alaska, but love being able to cruise on the high seas.
Yeah.
High seas, Paul and Cindy,
Yeah,
you guys are right.
It is beautiful.
Yes, I know you guys had a great time out there and you had some fun videos. Make sure you check those kids out, and it's good to hear from you, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully
they
we
were
get to see you guys
just
again
on
real
the
soon.
Luminosa, too.
Oh my God, they've been all over the place. Booking very late. Prices drop if the ship isn't full. You're not wrong about that, Arguti. But nowadays there are not many ships that aren't full.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I even am looking into 2025 right now for people, and depending on, of course, the date and the sailing, like around spring break, some of them already things they're like filling up, like if you're
There
trying to
you go.
get a lot of rooms together and things. So I have a few people that have groups and they want to have their cabins all together, and it's a challenge sometimes.
It is a challenge. Michelle Forbes says, I might pass on the crab pot. I'm staying at Pike Place Market, so I'm staying there for food. I'm also walking up to see the needle. Well, Michelle, I think the crab pot is just a 10-minute walk or less. Everything seems so close. We're probably one of the hotels that's on the outskirts of anything. We're probably about a 20-minute walk to get right into Pike Place
Last
Market.
time we walked from our hotel.
We're cool with that.
Which our hotel was right next to the Space Needle, and we walked all the way to Pike Place Market. And I mean, it didn't seem that far to me. I don't know. I feel like it took us about 20 minutes, but I don't know. Maybe it was longer. But
Yes.
but we were just like talking along the way and everything, so it really didn't seem like it was that far.
Charles Hahn said, asking Mary Ellen about never been to Europe before, any suggestions where to look for the most reliable info. Charles, I'll tell you what, look at us in about a month and a half for reliable info. And Wanda, yeah, you wanted the email to be a little bit bigger. Let me see what I can do for you. Let me see here. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this for you. Yeah. Let me do that.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
There you go. So it's sharonatsea at gmail.com. Wanda, I hope that helps you out a little bit and you can get a little better feel for what it said there. Let me see if I can bring it back in here. I'm sorry guys, things are getting out of control. See what you did, Wanda? You see what you did? Here you go. Now let's make it a little smaller for you there. There you go. There we go. Okay. Boom. Done. Let's get that out of there. All right. Let's see what else is going on here in the chat. What else do we have going on? Oh my gosh. Beauty and the Bum Travels coming in hot with a super chat. Hey, nice to see you live again. Anything fun planned in your new future? Any chance we can hang with a dirty soon? We'll be hanging with a dirty soon, my little friend. There was going to be a lot of dirty. People getting dirty in some of those Lido Olympic events as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But not dirty. I guess not dirty, but messy maybe. Maybe messy, maybe dirty. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens. I just hope everyone likes everything that we came up with for him. I think it's gonna be amazing. Yes, Chris, it was a shameless plug earlier. Thank you very much. Okay, let me catch up a little bit to the chat here. Question for Sharon: any space on the Icon Group Cruise or dropping in price coming up? Said Brandoline 94.
Oh, there's only a few guarantee cabins left. When I looked a few days ago, here and there a cabin pops back up, but as far as the price going down, I would not count on it. The prices have doubled, and there's not much left. Those prices are not going down.
There you go. Kelly Madison says, "Oh no, I almost missed the whole show. I was cruise shopping on Amazon." Well, Kelly, you did miss it because we set up the assigned seating for when we're all going to be on that Southwest flight to Seattle together, and you missed out. So you're actually in the back row. So you're on the aisle right next to the bathroom. Every time that door opens,
The smelly bathroom.
sorry about that, Kelly. You missed it. I can't believe you missed it. I can't believe you missed it.
I hope you found some good Amazon stuff.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. Marilyn Dillon said, I looked at the menu, not much more than seafood. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's the argument that people make.
I saw two things on there that, what was it? What did I see on there that I would probably get?
You said
A
you would probably get a burger or maybe a chicken,
oh.
some chicken.
No, they did have a good looking salad. That salad wedge thing that looked good.
Jim, no, Jim said crab pot. You're in Seattle. Get the real pot. I think you're supposed to do the real pot and then go to the crab pot. And then you spend your entire mortgage on seafood. Skip the Space Needle and check out the EMP Museum. All right, Trevor, we'll research that. EMP. I don't know what that is. Let's see. We walked We walked Pike Place to Space Needle to Crab Pot to Daniel Fields. If you're comfortable with some walking, it's a great little spot you can walk. I mean, it's pretty flat. You know, I don't know. There's a little bit of a downward thing as you get to Pike Place, like as you get towards the water. But I recall most of the city being pretty flat and easy to walk.
Yeah, there's a couple little dips.
Yes, and if not, then I'll grab an Uber, and I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I'm watching a cruise to Alaska from Long Beach. Final payments about due. If not, full prices will drop. They might drop, or they might not. You never know. So the one thing you got to remember is that if they drop the price, they're going to run the risk of tons of people trying to get a reduction in their price, and that can be challenging for the travel specialists. It's challenging for the cruise line. It's challenging for everybody. So the reality is they may want to sail with a few empty cabins with everyone at their regular price instead of dropping the price and having hundreds and hundreds of people try to get that reduction last minute, within a month or so before sailing, because that can really mess things up in a big way. Am I right?
Yeah, but
I sounded smart there for a minute, didn't I? Totally.
Sometimes the Alaska ones sometimes will drop a little if they're not full as it gets closer.
Yes.
But more so than the Caribbean.
Trevor asked where the chat box is. The chat box is on the ship show, and it's right on the screen when you tune in on Wednesday nights at the ship show. They put it right in the middle. It would go where? I don't know where it would go. I don't think I have a way to show one. That's an inside joke. That's a little inside joke. I'm not even sure if Sharon gets that inside joke.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good.
The colored chat box on the ship show.
Yes.
That
I'm such a big fan.
I can't read because it's all different colors.
I can't see anything because it takes up a third of the screen, but it's okay. Debbie Range, what's going on? When we go to Seattle, we will pull our own pots for crab thanks to family living there. Oh, Debbie, that sounds like a good time. Yeah. That sounds like a great time. That's for sure. All right, let me get caught up a little bit here. Let's see. What do we have going on? John and Diamond, what's going on? The campers are in the house. Lovely to see you guys. Can't wait to see you soon. Ship to shore cruise news. Anyone know if anyone is hosting an Alaska group cruise July 2024? I don't know about that.
I don't know of anyone.
No. I don't know. Michelle Forbes says, I'm a scotch drinker myself, but mild, not harsh. That means you need to have good scotch, is what you're saying. So listen, hang with us. We'll make that happen for you. Let's see. Roger Johnson says, I didn't know, but there's a crab pot in Long Beach as well. Same company.
Oh.
There you go. So now if you like it, now you know you got another place to go hang out. Blue cheese olive. Oh, there's been talk of blue cheese olives out there.
Will Cruz said a real good excursion to do in Seattle is the Bill Speidel's Underground Tour. It's a must-do. Yeah, I've seen some reviews on that. I've heard about it. We've never done it. But
I'm not familiar with it. I need to learn more. I need to get educated on that deal. People are asking about blue cheese stuffed olives. I don't know if I'm bringing any. I don't really have a stash of them right now.
Well, I don't think we'll be bringing any. We're going to have a lot of glass other jars in our luggage that we have to figure out how to get there. So.
There you go. Yes, we'll see. EMP is the Experience Music Project. Can't miss it. Giant eyesore next to the needle. Oh, okay. Then that's cool. You know what? I do know what you're talking about. And I'm familiar with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I would definitely check that out because somewhere between the needle and the Chihuly. Am I saying Chihuly right? It's not Chihuly, is it? It's Chihuly. Mm-hmm. There's got to be something in between there. Everyone's telling me how great the Chihuly is, and a friend of mine sent me some pictures the other day, and I was a little underwhelmed. I'm just going to leave it there.
I think it's beautiful.
I'm just going to leave it there. Beth Ellinger, what is going on? Beth and Doug, I know, right? They can't wait for Sunday to get here. We can't wait either. It's going to be fantastic. Yes, the chat box is my favorite thing ever. Let's see. Tess Almond is worried that she and Kelly are going to miss their flight. They can set 4 alarms and have 2 hotel wake-up calls between the 2 of them.
Well, give us a call so we make sure we're awake.
Yes, please do. Please do.
I'll have my 4 to 5 to 6 alarms set.
Yeah, Kelly said that'll teach her for sleeping through her alarm and not waking up.
I always have multiple alarms, and Jamie gets so upset that
God. There's nothing more annoying. Southwest assigned seating? No, Daniel, there's not. But we made our own assigned seating because it turned out, I don't know how this happened. Now, Kelly Madison, she lives down south in Arizona, so that makes sense. But Tess Almond is flying with Kelly, and we happen to all be on the same Southwest flight at 5:30 in the morning heading to Seattle. So, number 1, don't be late, ladies. And number 2, do not, and I repeat, do not forget your drink coupons.
we have ours, but maybe the second flight. We do have a layover in Sacramento, so maybe the second flight. I don't think at 5:30. I don't even think I'll drink coffee. I'll probably get on the plane and pass out.
You know what? The more you pass out, the more I use those Southwest coupons.
There you go.
That's right. Mike Cray. What's going on, Mike and Lori Cray? How are you guys doing? Looking forward to seeing you. The rusty nails will be flowing. That's right. And if Mike Cray's there, you know what else is going to be flowing, don't you, Sharon? What's Mike Cray's favorite drink? What's the one thing that I can't drink a lot of or things get out of control?
Oh, the
It's hot cinnamon.
I know what it is. Oh my god.
Pitbull sings about it.
Shh.
Do, 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 do.
I know it. Oh my god.
Do, 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 do.
Why can I not think
Fireball.
of it? Oh, that's it, Fireball.
Do, 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 yeah.
I don't know why I could not think of it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't need any of that shenanigans. It only has to happen one time. Poor Mike. One time we got a little wild with the Fireball, and then boom, things, then you get a reputation. Let's see. Cindy and Paul stayed at the LXR Hotel. Probably one of the best hotels I've stayed at. That's cool. Only a block and a half from the boardwalk. Best food at that hotel. That's very cool. I think we last time we were there, we went with the Hampton Inn. This time we went with the Homewood Suites. We're Hilton folk. We are drawn to the Hilton experience. They do have breakfast included, so that's cool. And I'm excited to try the beer hall that's attached to the back of the hotel. There's not a lot within like a 5 to 8 minute walk right at our hotel. There might be 1 or 2 spots to jump into. So for us, that place will be good, and then we can eat there if we need to, and then we can venture out on our own and do our thing and see what's going on in town. So we always try to, even though it's a group cruise, we try to spend a little time with ourselves, right? Just as the fam. This time it'll just be the 3 of us, the 2 of us and Matthew, and we just want to spend a little time out, venturing out a little bit, seeing some sights and stuff like that, and then we want to spend some time meeting up with the team and the crew and seeing everybody as well. So that's kind of how we roll. Let's see. What else do we have, Sharon? Am I missing anything? Party on the Sea is here. What's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. Tip and Dre TV. Hello. Kelly said, I'm in North Central Phoenix, north of the airport, and I have no drink coupons, but my card will work fine. Kelly, hold on. Why do I think that Kelly is now like south?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, well, whatever. For some reason, I thought you were like south. Maybe I was thinking because John and Diamond are south. Anyway. Question, how do you get these fabled Southwest drink coupons? I don't know. But Sharon got some in the mail for, I guess, using Southwest a lot. You're on vacation. Start drinking at 5 a.m. on Southwest Airlines. Thank you. Nothing wrong with that. I appreciate it.
We have 6 of them. So we'll share
We do.
We'll share ours with Kelly.
Heck yeah, we will. I am stoked. That flight is going to be a good flight. It's going to be a good flight. Oh my God, Crazy Cat Traveler. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanking Sharon for nabbing one of 4 lonely solo cabins on the Sun Princess. Can't wait to get back to Europe.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nice work.
That's going to be a great
another.
choice.
Let me make a note. Another happy client. Wanda's going to be on vacation in a day. Well, Wanda, yeah, you're heading to the East Coast, aren't you, to cruise first or something like that? You're all over the place, dude. I don't even know how you're doing it.
Venezia.
On the Venezia? Yeah, I'll be looking forward to hearing all about that, as a matter of fact, Wanda. Yeah. Maybe you can tell me about it. Like, let's say I'm happen to be sitting at the Alchemy Bar, and you come up and you sit next to me, and then we engage in a conversation like normal people do, and you tell me about your Venezia experience. I'll be looking forward to that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Bonnevie Vacation. You're right. Don has an Alaska in 2025. I don't know what. I don't know what month that is, but I mean, if you can check that out, and I'm sure that'll be a good time. You can see that dude, hang out with him a little bit.
Yeah, he goes to Alaska a lot, I think.
Oh God, he loves Alaska. I think he does a lot. He does a lot of Princess, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a fan of that.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's probably on Princess.
Yes, that's right. The Chip Show chat box is off the chisel. Just ask the rooster. Believe me, I have gone to battle. We jeopardized our friendship over that chat box, to be honest with you. So I just don't talk about it anymore. I don't talk about it any longer, Larry. I don't talk about it. Speaking of the rooster, where is he? Is he in here? He's probably getting stuff ready for Wednesday night.
I thought I saw him earlier.
The LD channel, what's going on, girl? How are you doing today? Busy finishing packing for a 6 a.m. flight in the morning. Also, IAH is having AC issues.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. George Bush International air conditioning issues.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
That's probably getting pretty humid there right now.
Oh, my God. Speaking of AC, I read this online in a Facebook group
Jamie.
where someone said that they didn't have AC in Europe.
That's true.
At hotels.
A lot of places don't.
And I was like, what?
A lot of places
This is
don't.
not a third world country.
Oh, my God.
And people are commenting about that. And I
You're
said,
just
Sharon,
lucky that I knew about that and I booked us a hotel with air conditioning.
I hope you did, because if you didn't, there's going to be a problem. I will literally get an Uber, pay and have the Uber sit out, just have it running and sit in the back seat and say, just stay here all night long. I'll pay whatever amount you need. I'm going to sleep in here with the air conditioning on.
LD channel said, yes, it's 100 degrees here. Yeah, I bet it's pretty warm and humid there right now.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that must be brutal. Tell those guys, get it together. Houston is hot right now. My Sharina, what's going on? Glad to see you. And sorry about that heat. So is Austin, where I live, but I do have the AC. Well, that's good. You better have the AC. You better. On our Mediterranean cruise, only the tour van had AC, said Daniel Fields. Oh my God, that is. I would turn around and go home. How dare they?
The tours that we took, that we actually took, the excursion that we have tours on, they do have air conditioning as well in the vehicle.
They better have air conditioning.
I checked on that.
And a footbread. Crazy Cat Traveler says, I'm not allowed to have AC in my apartment. What? Where do you live, in Russia? This is insane. Only 44% of Seattle households have one? Why am I just hearing about this?
I don't know where you've been.
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. The craziest thing ever. Just go to the store and buy one of those little boxes. It's like this big. Even my rinky-dink house in New Jersey that I grew up in, we bought air conditioners and put them in the rooms and would just, kind of stay in the room when it was really hot and humid in the summertime. This is an outrage. I feel terrible for these people.
Our daughter's house in Minnesota, when they first moved there, I mean, they've redone the whole thing, knocked part of it down and rebuilt parts of it and put air conditioning in, but originally it didn't have air conditioning.
Oh,
Luckily, it had it when we went to visit.
That is ridiculous. Good point, Paul and Cindy. Bring your sunblock to Alaska. And for anybody going to Alaska, don't leave your sunblock at home.
Yeah.
You will get sunburn on your arms, on your face. It really will happen. It really, really will happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Curtis Polk excited. Austin, hook 'em horns. Isn't that what you do? Or is that when you say hi in Hawaii? I'm not really sure. It's one or the other. Don't worry about it. Carla says the same thing in Florida. Yeah, and it gets a little toasty here in Arizona too.
Yeah, but
we got the AC on right now, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but at least it's a dry heat here. The humidity kills me, but the dry heat, I guess because I'm used to it.
It is brutal.
Deal with it.
It is brutal. You're not wrong about
but
that.
our air runs pretty much 24 hours a day.
You're right. All right, Sharon, we've been here for an hour. What else did we want to cover? Did we miss anything? Any hot topics?
I don't think so.
Are there anybody have a question that we missed? We don't get a lot of questions here in the chat because I've always said this and I mean it, and I will say it to the day we die. We have the most seasoned cruisers that follow us, that are part of our community here, and they don't have a lot of questions. And I feel
they
like
can answer a lot of questions.
they can answer questions. And so sometimes I feel like there can be people watching the live stream, but they don't ask a question because they don't see a lot of questions. But don't be afraid. Throw your question out there. If we don't answer it, 5 other people might answer it. And people love to answer questions around here. So
Julie
please,
from How
don't worry about it.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite colors, none of your business. Blue, as a matter of fact, Julie, is my favorite color.
Mine's
Thank you
blue
very much.
too.
Double blue.
I like yellow too.
Double blue. That's right.
Yeah.
Although
All
when,
families.
when I'm on a roulette table, sometimes I like black. 28, if you know what I'm talking about. Hello, hello, hello. Come on, 120 dry heat is still hot. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. Humidity will get you. What is the name of your Facebook group? Apalila, go to Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew on Facebook, and you can jump in there and you come in and you join it and you can share pictures and photos and talk about your cruising experience and all that kind of fun stuff and make some friends and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So come join us there, and hopefully you guys have subscribed already. If you haven't hit the subscribe button tonight, make sure you hit the thumbs up before you leave if you enjoyed the live stream, and hit the notification bell because we do have some videos coming out. We've made a couple of videos lately that have been really fun. Our Galveston port guide, our Port Canaveral port guide, our guide to getting the best deal or finding the best hotel for you, I should say. Sharon did an amazing Amazon video here in the last couple of weeks, so
We're
it's been very
trying
cool.
to make a conscious effort to
stepping it
get
up.
on a schedule where we put a video out every Tuesday and every Friday.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. I know it's going to be a little hard with all the travel we have coming up, but we're going to try to keep that going, even if they're just shorter videos. But we're going to try to keep that going. But we'll see. The next couple of weeks might be a little bit of a challenge. But
Yes.
we might have a video coming out tomorrow, though.
Maybe, if we're lucky, and if I get up early enough to get cracking on it. Julie said, I was going to say there's no blue on the roulette table. A lot of Europe doesn't have AC. I get it now, Mary Ellen, but I'm not happy about it. My Sharina question, what happens when I booked a cabin on Royal for 2, but it ends up being just me going? I jumped on a music cruise out of Galveston, and my friend can't go.
Well, you can always cancel your friend off the reservation. I don't know how you booked under it, or if it's some special, like the music cruise. You know, sometimes they have different fare things attached to them, or companies that book those. But if you'd already paid for 2, then the second guest should probably get their port fees and taxes back at least, if you're already paid. But yeah, you can cancel them, but you're going to still probably pay double occupancy for yourself.
There you go. Let's see. Question, what hotel is the best in Port Canaveral, says Adam S.
Well, it depends on where you want to stay. I think probably my favorite hotel I've stayed at there, actually was that Hampton Inn we stayed at last time. It was one reason it was brand new when we stayed there.
Yes.
It's close to the cruise port, or one of the closest ones to the cruise port there. And it was just a convenient location for us. We usually go and we kind of hang out there. We don't really go we'll go on the day before. We don't usually go in too much further ahead. If we did, we might want to stay down by the beach more, but we're kind of happy just staying closer to the cruise port.
That's right. And if you watch our Port Canaveral video, you can see a little bit about the hotels, but the one that Sharon mentioned is connected also to a True. Mm-hmm. There are 2 hotels in one. I'm
Home
sorry. My apologies. Home to Suites. There are 2 hotels in one. They're very new. They have a really nice pool, outside seating area with a bar. I think you can order some food in there as well. Each side has their own breakfast buffet thing going on, and so that's kind of a cool deal. And like Sharon said, it's new. It still smells new. I mean, it was just a good deal.
Yeah.
And super close to the port.
That's probably where if we go out of Port Canaveral again next time, we'll probably stay there again.
You're right about that. Wanda's already ready to get into what did we learn. All right, we'll get there, Wanda. We'll get there. I want to know what kind of toothpaste you should use to cruise. Wendy Johnson, that's tricky. Usually I just use whatever bourbon's left in the glass. I just take a swig.
Oh my God.
With one of those. Switch it around and then give it a good old swallow, and then you're good to go. And that freshens your breath. It cleans your teeth, and it just does wonders for you. My recommendation, anyway. That's my recommendation. Have a great time, Alaska Cruisers. I'll have FOMO. Bonavie, we will miss you. But don't worry, because we'll put some videos out when we get back, and you won't have FOMO. Bet on Black and sometimes Red. Curtis Polk, thanks for breaking that down for us. I appreciate that. He cleared it up. Bet on Black and sometimes Red. So far, the only upcoming cruise is the Journeys Cruise next October on Carnival Dream for Susie Cooper. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
I bet you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Sherry Moss loves the Amazon video, Sharon.
Oh.
I learned that
thanks,
Jamie's
Sharon.
going to be doing a dance video for us.
Yes.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. I got to practice that dance. If I can't figure it out, though.
You better. Well, you've been dancing all over the house.
Do 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 do. Dude, no one. I didn't see one person even reply that they had any idea what the hell I was talking about.
One of these days, I'm gonna. Next time, I'm gonna try to sneak some video of you when you're practicing that dance.
Here's a
and then I can blackmail you.
We have a very insightful. We have a very insightful question by the Blind Cruisers, AJ and Melody, the Blind Cruisers. Question Jamie: what day is the rematch with Tony on the Air Hockey Championship? Very insightful question. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. The reality is, I mean, Tony's going to be very tired. He's been traveling the globe. He's probably on a flight back from wherever the heck he just was in Europe here right now as we speak. And he's just going to be getting home and seeing his lovely bride, hanging out with Jenny before they make their journey to Seattle to join us. We will be seeing them, and you're right, they will be on that Alaska cruise. And but I don't know what's going to happen. We may want to keep it on the down low. It might just happen one morning and a video will come out. It may be an announcement, or maybe, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be part of the Lido Olympics. You never know what's going to happen. Just saying. Or maybe it won't be, and maybe I just made that up. You just don't know. You don't have any idea.
Don't get him excited. He did. He just made that up.
All right. I did just make that up. But
you never know what's going to happen on the cruise.
Yeah, see? Nancy said, now that's the question we all want to know the answer. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Wendy likes the Amazon videos, too. The bar at the hotel in Canaveral is always hopping, said Rhonda Carney. See that? Rhonda, if you're there, any bar is hopping. I know that, girl. I know that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, a lot of people loving that question by the Blind Cruisers. Let's see. I was going to book... Oh, Wanda saying I was going to book something, but they are not accommodating to food allergies. I've seen a lot of posts about food allergies. I saw something on the news where people were like, why are there so many food allergies these days? Like 25 years ago, nobody had food allergies. And now everyone has food allergies. What's going on out there? Tell me, people. What's happening? Sharon, is the Hampton Inn and Suites in Port Canaveral cruise port?
No. Carla's saying that it was the Hampton and Suites Port Canaveral cruise port. That was the name of it.
Oh, that's the name of that location. Yeah. Okay, cool. I thought maybe we got something wrong. Listen, if Carla whatever Carla says, that's what goes. If it's not to do with Port Canaveral, Carla runs the whole goddamn thing. So I'm listening to anything that Carla says when it comes to Port Canaveral. So that's what I'm saying. Highly recommend the Kimpton Palladian in Seattle. 3-minute walk to the market, said Jim Benbrook. All right, I'll check it out. Tony B, Jamie A, shuffleboard rematch. That sounds like a good time. Let's see. My trainer said, I'm okay paying for the cabin. I just hate paying for 2 drinks and dining packages if it's just me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that works.
If you cancel, if you know they're not going, cancel ahead of time. That way they'll refund one of those drink packages. You shouldn't have to pay for both.
Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine that if you only have one person in a cabin, there's literally no one else to charge, and they have to recognize that, so you can just pay for the drink package one time instead of 2. I can't guarantee it. Can you guarantee? I don't know. But
you shouldn't. I mean, I don't know what cruise line and everything and how they booked it, but yeah, I have not heard of only like when you cancel someone out that you have to pay for the second guest drink package if they're not sailing anymore.
There you go.
Now, if you wait and they just don't show up at the port, then that's a different story. So
that could be a challenge.
Definitely cancel them first if you want to get that money back for the drink package.
Yeah, because remember that if they cancel at the port, then all that information has to be like kind of gotten together and sent back to corporate, and different departments handle all these different things. So they have to work their way through all this information back on the mainland before they can do anything for you on the ship. That's when it becomes a problem. So handle it beforehand, and then it won't be a problem. How's that? Tip of the day. Thank you. Professional tip from your friend Jimmy Jamie right here. We love the residents in Port Canaveral. Said how we cruise. I believe those guys. If they said it was a good place, I'm going to trust them. And we stayed there once, didn't we?
Not in Port Canaveral.
Of course we didn't. I didn't stay there. I'd never stay there. That place. Unbelievable. But if we were to stay there, I'm sure.
We stayed at the Residence Inn in Long Beach before.
There we go. I knew we stayed at a Residence Inn. Sorry. Oh, for cute. Oh, for cute. Let's see. Yeah, Kelly Madison accepted the punishment of being moved to the rear of the plane by the stinky bathrooms. But also, that gives you the best chance to steal airplane bottles of whiskey when the cabin steward folks, the stewardesses, do you call them stewardesses? I don't know the right term. If the people working aren't paying attention.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendants. There we go. That's the ticket. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, let me get caught up a little bit more here. Food allergies are caused by all the processed foods, according to my doctor years ago. And that could be it. Yeah, listen, I don't know. I just heard somebody say that the other day, and I was like, you're right about that. Or maybe it just has to do with everyone knowing about it now because we have social media versus back then you had to hear about it through your neighbor on the gossip chain. Better idea, Sharon versus Jenny air hockey. Ooh, wow, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? We'll see what happens. We'll see what we can put together. Maybe the ladies will step up their game. Maybe. Heidi says, I bet Callie can help you learn the dance. Please, if I asked Callie to help me with the dance, she would laugh in my face.
She laughs at him.
And turn away.
She's like, oh my God.
It's the Dooley song. It's the song that Wanda, it's a song where they go, he's got tan shoes and pink shoelaces. Do 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 do. You know the one.
Why'd you do the arm movements for?
It's on TikTok. I don't know what you're talking about, Sharon. I don't know what you're talking about. Question, we missed it. When are you sailing to Alaska again? Shane Nordgren, where have you been? We're there. We're in Alaska right now. It's right behind Sharon. Open the window.
Oh gosh.
Okay, it's not, but it's coming up here soon.
Yeah.
It should be Tuesday.
June 20th, next Tuesday.
Right. That is right. I'm sorry. I'm just being a smart aleck, Shane. I appreciate it. Let's see. What else do we have? Before we boogie on down and get on out of here? So, Sharon, what do we have to do tonight? Are we done for the evening, or do we have to get right back to like some of the planning, or what?
Well, I'm trying to get packed a little bit, so I'm just packing a little bit.
Okay.
That's all I have to do.
All right. So we have a very busy week ahead. So we're just to recap a little bit. We're getting ready to do this Alaska deal, and it's going to be unbelievable. Huge group cruise. Let me correct everybody. About 83, 84 people on this deal. That's the total count. Am I right? 85 people. Like I said, 85. Of course, I know exactly how many you're going to be there. Some people have said 95 or more. 85 is the total count. And so that's going to be amazing. We get into Seattle, day and a half there. We get on the ship. It's going to be fabulous. And I can't wait just to have a great time. Cigars Under the Stars will be to die for. The events will be great with the group. Seeing so many friends and meeting. There are a lot of people that I've never met before. And that's going to be cool. So if you're out there in the chat and you're going to be on this cruise with us and we haven't met you before, we haven't talked, please do not hesitate at all for 1 second to come up to us and go, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so. I'm in the group. And let us know, what exactly is going on and that kind of thing. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah. Then we get home and literally 4 days later.
Yeah, 4 days later.
4 days later, we get in the car and we drive to Minnesota. Okay, and that's a 2-day ride. And then 2 days after that, we get on an airplane. And we fly to New York. We fly to LaGuardia, land in the morning. Then we go over to JFK. Then we have a nighttime flight to Heathrow. Mm-hmm. We get into Heathrow the next day at about 10 a.m. Then we catch a ride to Folkestone, which is about 20 minutes outside of the port of Dover. We got a hotel in Folkestone for 2 nights. One night we're just going to die of jet lag. And the next day, we're going to go out and check out a lot of cool stuff in the area. We're excited about it. And then we get on this 12-day European deal, and that's going to be amazing. We couldn't be more excited about
and
it.
Then when that's over, we kind of do that same whole thing back. We're flying back to New York. We're actually flying back to JFK, and then when we get into JFK, we're getting a ride over to the we're staying at a Homewood Suites in Jersey.
Yes.
And
oh my God, I bet you.
Hey, spend the night there.
Brian and Julie, how about you guys come pick us up at JFK and give us a ride to a hotel next to the Newark airport?
And then we have an early morning flight back to Minnesota. We're going to stay a day or two there when we get back, and then we're driving back home to Phoenix. And then, about 3 days later, we're flying to Vancouver. Or maybe it's 4 or 5 days later. We're flying to Vancouver and getting on our first Holland America cruise to Alaska, going back to Alaska.
There you go.
So
There you go. Okay, here's some new stuff. Oh, look at this. See, new names are coming out of the woodwork. I love it. Hello, nice to see you, Linda Kuziak. I'm thinking about booking the Holiday Inn Port Canaveral. Adam S. Hey, any place you go, if it's in your budget, if it looks like a cool place, do your research online and you'll be happy with it. Carlin Bray says, first of all, hey, Carlin Bray, glad to have you here. As a nutritionalist, the allergies are coming from all the dyes and additives added to the food. Okay, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Let's see. Oh, look at Carla coming in with the hot info. Adam S. There are a couple Holiday Inns there, and one's a vacation club and a regular one, both definitely not far from the port. There you go. My Sharina said, thank you for the info. She appreciates that, so you're very, very welcome. I feel you. I'm allergic to almonds, and there's almond oil in everything nowadays, says Wanda to Heidi. What if you drink a lot, though? Doesn't that relieve the allergy effect? I don't know how that's on. Oh, yes, there you go. The song. Thank Gina Bird. Finally, Gina Bird coming in hot with a good comment tonight. Lovely to see you, Gina. Can't wait to see you guys soon. The song is Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I just Googled it. But I thought the song was about Dooley. I know a guy whose name is Dooley. He's my guy, and I love him truly. He's not good looking. Something. But man, his clothes are great. I don't know. Something like that. Marsha R. Carnival Spirit out of Seattle is what we're going on.
Oh, yeah.
85 fun party people. That's right, Tessa Mond. It's going to be amazing. John and Diamond said, that's a lot. Can't wait to meet everyone. We'll be there for Cigar Under the Stars. Heck yeah, you will. I'm sure you'll be there with your neat bourbon as well. I'm there for the free swag, said Cruise and Koozies. There's free swag? There is free swag, isn't there? There's always free swag. Everyone have a great cruise. Lindy Lou, we will miss you. It works best if you bring a bourbon when you're saying hello, said Howie Cruise. Hold on. If you're so what you're saying is that when you come pick us up at the airport, you're going to bring a bourbon. Perfect. Great idea. Jim Benbrook, yeah, listen, I'm going to leave the key under the mat. Just come on over and fire up the computer and get things started. No, we're going to be in Seattle. We're going to go live somewhere in Seattle. We'll just bust out the phone and boom, kick on a live stream. We'll throw up a thumbnail 5 minutes earlier and then we'll be ready. We'll try to do it around the same time, so just look for that and we'll see what happens. I don't know that we'll go live on Embarkation Day because it's going to be so crazy busy.
Yeah, so since we'll be live Monday, which will be the 19th, I don't think we're going to go live on Embarkation Day, like Jamie said, because it's going to be crazy. We're just going to be extremely busy and but maybe we'll go live in one of the Alaska ports during the week too. We'll see. We'll just kind of play that by ear.
Oh my God, Kevin Brubaker. He says, I know a guy that lives in Dover. His name is Ben. I thought Dover was his last name. Ben Dover. Gosh. Oh my God. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, we are very excited for it. We are very, very excited for it. They have hold on a second. What does it say? They have homeopathic jet lag pills. I swear by them. Be sure to change your watch to local time before getting on the plane. It's a crazy cat traveler. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't mispronounce that sentence. Thank you, crazy cat traveler. We will definitely look into it. Howie Cruise Uber at your service. See, they just hooked us up with a ride. Saved us some money too. We might have to tip those guys, but they'll probably just give them some olives or something for martini. Let's see. Did Jamie retire or did he take a month off? All these things are yet to be seen. There's a lot of stuff going on in the works. I'm just hoping that everything goes well and I'm even able to go on any of these trips, to be honest with you. Are you seeing Jamie's aunt or uncle? Wendy, no, that was last trip when I went on Liberty of the Seas and my aunt and uncle on the East Coast in Virginia, which was amazing seeing those guys after not seeing them for 17 and a half years. So that was fabulous. Kathy P, thank you. Please just hang with us vicariously and we will take you along for the ride and hopefully we'll show you all the stuff. Remember back in the day we used to be like, hey, we're Sharonatsea Travel and you'll do what we do and you'll see what we see here on the Sharonatsea Travel channel. The good old days. Those were the good old days. All right, guys, that's about it. Are we ready? Are we ready to get out of here? Did we miss anything? Best place to stay in LA for the cruise the next day, said Brian Ebert.
Is it Long? Well, it depends on if it's Long Beach or the LA port. Long Beach, we like Hotel Maya, or there's also a Residence Inn and a Hilton Long Beach there. Los Angeles, there's also there's a Hilton not too far
There you go.
A Hilton hotel.
There you go. There you go. Maple Taffy Global, what's going on? Nice to see you. Let's see. Julie said, "Okay, I'm excited for this. Can't go back now. It's happening." Are you talking about picking us up at the airport? Because we're going to be a lot of fun. That's for sure. You don't mind? Bring a wet cloth because I will be drooling on your back seat.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Robin. We appreciate that. Y'all have a great week. Thank you. B State 67. What's going on? Nice to see you, brother. Hope you guys are doing well. Would love to see a video on travel insurance. Your opinion on ups and downs, must-haves, and not necessary. Brian, great idea. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
We'll definitely make a note of that. We appreciate that. We really do. We really, really do. Lindy Lou, we'll see you soon. We miss you as well. The song is Dottie Stevens' song, said Debbie Shafkins. See, everyone's coming out. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Sharon just laughs at me. I don't know why.
I'm laughing.
It just caught me.
I'm laughing because out of nowhere one day you're looking at your phone with this music and all of a sudden I'm sitting at my desk and I keep hearing this music going and then I hear it start over again and over again and over again and I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing? Because it's like
I need to learn.
It's like driving me crazy. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's sitting over here watching these people dance, and then he's starting to do it around the house, like dance around the house like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And you said, yeah, you're like, oh, let's learn this dance so we can do it on the cruise. And
Wouldn't it be funny though if we just started doing a dance on the cruise, like in the main dining room in front of everybody or something?
Yeah, I told you, I said, well, go ahead.
All right, I'll get working on it. I
could probably already do that dance, but I don't think
there's a lot to that dance, Sharon. There's a lot to it. All right, guys, listen, it's been an amazing night. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, and thanks for always being there for us. We appreciate it. Again, if you need to book any travel, contact Sharon. And what's that email again? Oh, sharonatsea@gmail.com. That's right, sharonatsea@gmail.com. Shoot her an email, and you will talk directly to Sharon when you make the deal happen.
You may not talk directly with me, though, for the next few weeks.
Okay, if you need something to happen, email her quickly. Like, do it quickly because starting next week she's gonna be a little. She's gonna have the laptop. She'll be checking the laptop.
I will be working, and I will be answering emails, but it's just more limited, and like it'll be harder to talk on the phone, especially from Europe. But I will be available by email.
That's right. And if you need something from Amazon or you need some great tips on what to bring on your cruise, go to Google, search Sharon at Sea Amazon. You'll find Sharon's Amazon shop, and it's always very cool to buy from there. It supports us, supports the channel, and that's something we appreciate, especially right about now, don't we? That is correct. And by the way, if you need some cool shirts, don't forget to get your. Oh no, that's not the first.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a New Year's Eve. Get your hashtag Cruise Day. Get your Off the Chisel. Get your I Like It Dirty shirts. Go to Spreadshirt, Sharon at Sea, Spreadshirt, Sharon at Sea at Spreadshirt. That's the best place to find them. Shop sharonatsea.myspreadshop.com. Look at that advertising budget. Who knew we had a who knew we had a budget for all this, Sharon?
More fun shirts.
We'll step it up. First things first, we're trying to get some new videos. So watch out for a brand new port guide video coming out in the next 24-ish hours. And until next time, from all of us here at Sharon at Sea. To all of you, from me, from Matthew, from Callie, from Lucy, from Boswell, from Nautical Nurse Nancy and Leanne Francisconi. Thank you so much, ladies, for everything that you do for us.
So we'll see you next week, everyone. Or no, we won't. Well, we will. We'll see you in
We will. We won't be here, though. You won't be looking at this
I am so
background.
Right
You'll be seeing something fun. Maybe you'll see some crab pots or something like that, or some crazy people that are partying their butts off. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be a great time nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are great.
Everyone.
We love you. Peace out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.